I would be grateful for your assistance.
Cave walls.
Well met, friend. Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time.
This quest has been restored for legendary servers. Venture out northeast of Parents Court and gather up leaves from these bushes.
If the water of the river has been tainted, that explains it.
The soil on the river is foul, you say, so you think the water that flows from the clean mountain springs is tainted by putrid rot. And these bears, look, the meat is rotted. Even though they are fresh killed, this must be what is taking hold of the dwarves in my party. Finished quest, we're gonna get the old ring.
Mountain springs should be the purest of water.
Defeat the guards of the mountain path. Explore the mountainside for the source of poison.
Madness!
I knew it. Goblins with dwarf-crafted weapons. This has to stink of dour-hide devilry. Dour-hide devil. Gone back to their old ways, have they? I'll give them something to think about. It's time to get to the bottom of this one and you will receive the copper band. Lots of quests in this game.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
This matter of the dour hands of goblins being in league with one another cannot go ignored. We must set our attention on more pressing matters. To the southwest, there's an encampment of goblins on the slopes of a parent's court. Go there and deal with a lot of them. Quest comments unlockable. A little extra never hurts. Part 2.
Might you lend me an ear?
Oh, is it? Okay. How is my mic now? Is it better now? I was kind of talking quietly too. Hey Pudgy, how's it going? Let me Let's turn down the, even though I like the ambient sounds in the game, turn it down a little bit.
Will you help me?
Just playing a little Lord of the Rings Online. Something different. Oh, the legendary servers. I think the level on the legendary servers is kind of like, I think legendary servers like classic WoW, where it's like kind of like the classic version of the game, sort of. But they're using 64-bit architecture on the server, so there's like no lag, which I guess is kind of an ongoing problem that Lord of the Rings has had for forever. But on these legendary servers, it seems like they fixed it. The quest must be this quest must be unlocked on your account and can be purchased from the store. What? You received enough points to cover this purchase from A Little Extra Never Hurts Part 1. To purchase this quest, click on the button on the lower left side of the quest dialog window that says Unlock Quest. Now what we're going to get is we're going to get a mount, it looks like. And we're going to get a writing, and the ability to write mounts, it looks like. So we probably want to unlock this because it's going to give us a mount. So let's... It says I have enough points on my account to unlock this. I don't really know how many points I have. Let's... I don't even know how to view points. Let's see. We've got crafting... Oh, crafting panel. You don't currently have any crafting professions. Okay. And we've got the deed log, social panel, character panel. Let's open the character panel. This doesn't seem to show us our money either. Let's see. Social, inventory, quests. Oh, here's quest log L. Okay, I didn't know what that was. And here's your skills, map, nameplates. For some reason, is on the N key. Kind of weird. Okay, instances and skirmishes marks. What are marks? Count marks representing your successes. These can be traded as skirmish camps. And then we have no gold, 16 silver. I'm wondering what the currency that this is wanting to unlock this quest. Like,
you lend me an ear?
What do I use to unlocks a tutorial quest? Introducing players to the web store. Yeah, but you purchase it, but you get like a mount. So open the store. Oh, to purchase this quest, click on the button. Okay, let's open the store. You can use the store for a multitude of purchases, including access to regional quests, consumable items, expansions. So this quest is introducing us to their store. Okay, I see. So I do have 515 points. I don't really know where these points came from, because I played Lord of the Rings a little bit here and there throughout the last few years. I mean, I just I'll play like an hour here and there. So. And I think if you have the subscription to Lord of the Rings Online, which I do have, you have to actually have that to play on the legendary servers. So I do have a legendary subscription. Because of that, you do get points, I think. I don't know quite how it works, but so it costs 10 points to unlock A Little Extra Never Hurts. Earn a writing trait and a little extra mount. So is this mount like it says it's account bound, right? See, bind to account. You can use this token to learn a skill to call this mount. Using this token will grant you the little extra steed skill. I think we should do this so we get the mount. So let's pay the 10 by item. A little extra never hurts. Okay, so we bought it. Now we're going to accept this quest. Okay, now we're going to...
Have you seen the barrowhounds nearby?
Defeat the Barghests in the snowfields around Faerwin's court. So we need to drive off these Barghests. Accept. Why does he have the gold here? 1 second.
What do you want?
Okay, so we get to instantly complete this. Excellent news, accept this mount. It will carry you to and from battle, but it is not fit for fighting. Finish. Okay. And then we have auto loot, which auto loots everything into this bag, and every so often we just open up this bag and say loot all. And now that we've looted all, I don't know if there's a button that will sell junk, but if you go to the provisioner,
It is an insult.
click sell, we can look for trophies, kind of like Guild Wars 2. Trophy gathered from a corpse. These can be sold for coin. So anytime you see a trophy, we can just sell it. Light hides. This is for crafting. Crafting. Okay, let's... We should have some upgrades here, I thought. Yeah, these rings. Broken boot knife, trophy, trophy. Yeah, one thing I hate about this game is, like, I don't like games where the games are really old and the interface is so freaking tiny. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it's very difficult to even see what these icons are. They're so damn small. And that's really annoying, especially for an old person like me. My eyes aren't so good anymore, so looking at tiny, tiny, tiny icons is not exactly fun. So if we go here, will this increase my bag size? It will not. This increases the UI scale, but so we can't increase the size. I would actually honestly look for an add-on or like a plugin for Lord of the Rings Online that actually allows you to increase the size of your bags, because looking at these tiny icons is pretty annoying.
What is the meaning of this?
I mean, this everything's just so damn small. Let's see, there's a trophy, right? Yeah, trophy. This is trophy. Trophy. Okay. And horse. Or shoe. Want to add this mount to your skills? Yes. Oh, another trophy. Shit.
What is the meaning of this?
Okay. Mounts. So Alt 1. Key binding. Wait, no, we gotta find Alt 1 here. Clear this out. It's gonna be 1, accept. Alright, there you go. Now we have our nice little super basic looking horse. Cool. Oh, he does a little side shimmy. Oh, and we've got another thing here. Mount display panel. Maybe we'll put this, where do we want, let's put it down here. Nah, let's put it, because we can just dismount by hitting the keybind again. Cool. So we picked up enough quests to basically just run around. Oh, we gotta kill these barghest. This will be a piece of cake. It might be better for streaming purposes to show the game from this angle so you guys can see what's going on. What do you think? Maybe like this angle. I don't know. Biff. I just annihilate these mobs. Once we get to level 10... Actually, what I would like to do is figure out how to add nameplates. And I'm sure I think there's a way to do this with add-ons. So, Lord of the Rings interface. Right? And we want Lord of the Rings interface. And what we want is nameplates. Lord of the Rings, utilities, tools, libraries, patches. Let's see. Oh, they have such weird names, though. Let's go. Lord of the Rings online enemy name plates. Enemy health bars and nameplates. It doesn't normally allow you to track an enemy that is not targeted. Clicking on detached. I will say normally because there is one little trick that can sometimes help, but it takes some getting used to. Lord of the Rings allows you to create a detached tooltip, which is a persistent tooltip that you can use to keep track of enemies. I don't want that. Maybe they don't have nameplates. Maybe if we
what's up, guys? This is my mount and having some pets and food, but normally on Manapod it monitors your buffs. You'll see you'll have a
See, look, he's got nameplates, man. See that? That's what we want.
Your buffs going up.
Oh yeah, and I've seen this before. This is really cool. This bar shows his cooldowns. And then look here, he's got, I don't know if these are buffs. This is pretty cool too.
You have some debuffs on top of it, so you'll know when you have debuffs and when to cleanse them as well. This is a really great plugin that I recommend, and it's really easy to freaking fix. So we're gonna go show you right now how to fix this up and how to just get the settings looking real cool. You're going to head over to options, and the first thing you're going to fix are the effect windows and the effect sliders. So you're gonna go ahead to the effect window. You could click on all of these to have them enabled, and you could dock them. You can either lock your quick bars. It really depends on you. On some of my other characters' UIs, I have some right here, just having my mount and having some pets and food. But normally the next one, which we're going to be talking about how to add more quick slots and stuff like that. So you want to go to your quick slot. Here, my buff bars, I have it all set and entered right there, and I can see everything. Now these here just tell me what attacks are available. I know this by muscle memory, so when I see these, I know which ones are available, and boom, I can just press them. So that's why I have that here. Like, that's more advanced ways. So if you know your skills, you can actually just use them. If you know what buttons they're bound to, you could definitely do stuff like that. But Palantir basically shows you your health and your morale, and this is why I don't have my portrait here, because I don't have to pay attention to my portrait no more. I have my health, I have my power all next to me, so I don't even have to worry about it. All I have to worry about is looking at the monsters, seeing if there's any puddles or anything I have to, get out or move out of, all that stuff. So that's why I really love having Palantir, and I really do recommend it. And yes, you can edit that too. You can edit it to basically, separate, move it how far as you want to. I'll show you some options right here if I can go ahead and get into it without getting attacked by these turtles that I've mercifully, just killed right now. So go ahead and go back. So let's go ahead and move in to the plugin section, which this is when the video gets kind of juicy. So with plugins, there's something here. You're going to have to watch one of my videos on how to install, where to download these plugins, because if I do that in this video, it's going to take a long time, and I'm just trying to make this video swift and great for you guys. You guys just get in and get out. I'll have the link to those 2 videos with the plugins I recommend in the description below. So let's go ahead.
Let's take a look. He said he's got a link to the videos for plugins.
Guys, this is Manapots here, yet again with another Lord of the Rings Online video. but today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna talk about plugins. So plugins are basically add-ons for the Lord of the Rings Online, and I'm going to talk about 3 main ones that I use and that I love so much for this game. So the link you have to go to is lotrointerface.com/download/info. I'm going to put all of that in the description below. So basically what you're going to download is this, a LOTRO plugin company. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, but it's like an add-on manager like Curse. So basically you're able to install new add-ons, remove new add-ons easily, and it'll put it in the right files for you. So you're able to go to add new plugins.
Okay, so we probably want the plugin compendium. So let's just do plugin compendium. Lord of the Rings on plugin compendium. Download. Now, how do I install? It's going to be the question. Oh, it's actually a third-party installer. Okay, let's where the hell did it extract it to? Where did it extract it to? 7-zip extract to. It should have extracted it to here. Let's just take a look. Okay, blank compendium. Invalid. Oh, invalid drive. It does. It won't let me install to the F drive. Oh no. K. Did I hit F? My bad. K. My bad. Okay, we're gonna install this. I don't know why it's taking so long for such a small program. There it goes. Okay. Let's pin this to start. Start this up. Lord of the Rings Online plugin compendium. Okie dokie. Now we're going to go back to our video.
Plugins, and there's so many plugins here you can add and test out. I've already tested out some, and I already have 2 of them that I enjoy a lot. Well, 3 of them that I enjoy a lot. There's a configuration. Also, it tells you where you want the the path to go, but it finds your Lord of the Rings files anyway, so don't mess with.
Let's see if it does find the Lord of the Rings files. Configuration. Actually, yeah, that looks. Is that correct? I think it is. Users, there's our path. Users, documents, Lord of the Rings. Looks good.
With this, but your installed plugins are right here, and you click on them on here, and if you want to remove them, you click on here, which I don't want to remove these, but basically this is where you're going to be downloading these plugins. And the 3 plugins I'm going to be talking about today are Buff Bars, Combat Analysis, and Titan Bar. So let's go ahead and show you how this looks like in game. I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we are back, and we're in the Lord of the Rings Online, and as you can see, got some nice stuff here. This up here is Titan Bar. Gives you the time, the area you're in, how much gold you have, the character you're on, your durability, how much
Don't need any of that
and your
total
gear
waste.
right here, which is pretty cool. Really great information without having to open up your bags or anything like that. And you can add
How hard is it to open up your bags to look at something?
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a waste of an add-on.
I just love to have the information on the screen, and 2 screens. One is for my own DPS. It tells me my attacks, my average, my maximum, all that stuff right there. So that's for me, my personal. This is for my party, so I could go ahead and find out, you know, how the DPS is going and stuff like that.
DPS meter.
It's really cool, and I'm DPS is going. So that's for me, my one is combat analysis.
Combat analysis. That could be decent. That might be worth using. Combat analysis. Combat analysis with buff monitor support. Well, this one's updated in 2022. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Now, I imagine these just go in plugins. So we're just going to copy this. We're going to go to Quick Access, Lord of the Rings Online. Go here. We're going to go here. And we're going to basically pin this to Quick Access, plugins, paste.
So, as you see, got 2 little screens here. Well, yeah, 2 screens. One is for my own DPS. It tells me my attacks, my average, my maximum, all that stuff right there. So that's for me, my personal. This is for my party, so I could go ahead and really... Let's go do that.
What I want to know is how he gets the... I want to see the health bars on my enemy.
You can see a lot of stuff popped up right now. I don't have my guy summoned because I don't want to do that much damage yet. But as you can see, I got this guy real quick. Attack him. I'm going to take him out real quick. Okay. As you can
see, really what I want is I just want this health bar. I want the nameplate. This is the most important thing I want. I also like this bar down here that tracks your cooldowns. I think that's kind of cool. I've always liked these kind of... There's an old one in World of Warcraft called Cool Line, which actually is very similar, and I've always kind of enjoyed these types of... Especially to track like really, really long cooldowns. It's nice to see it moving across the screen. You can just go when it gets close to here, you can be like, oh yeah, it's just about coming off cooldown.
See the numbers on the numbers on here on the combat analysis moving up, and you see these bars here, so it tells me that I have a poison up here. It tells me all my buffs right here that I'm ready to go, so you can track your buffs here, which is really great because I'm always about tracking my buffs and stuff like that, and tracking my debuffs also, which, you know, sometimes with using this here, I normally never find my debuffs. Oh my god, what I got debuffed with? But with here, I just look to the side and bam, I got my enemy defeated.
Now he's got this thing called My Plugins, but it doesn't show you how to install plugins, does it? He never shows.
Like Curse. So to add new a lot, well, 3 of them that I enjoy a lot. There's a config.
He's just talking about
Let's
his
go
plugins.
ahead and show you how this looks like in game.
Yeah, but how do you install them?
Right back.
Oh wait, add new plugins. Let's try that. Add new plugins. Oh, so this must scan off the website. Oh, interesting. So, combat analysis. So this is, and now it's installed. Then you can update. And then what was the other one that we just actually, here, let's go back to plugins. I hope I didn't screw it up by copying it in here and then installing it from here. That's going to be here. Let's try something. Let's run Lord of the Rings Online and see if the plugins actually... I've never really... I set up plugins on Lord of the Rings Online like years ago one time, so it's kind of a new thing for me. I mean, I don't really remember how I did it. But Lord of the Rings Online being such an old game, don't need this. Being such an old game, plugins can certainly make the game a little bit more user-friendly. Mordor and Angmar legendary servers. Okay, you can see we didn't see the plugins. Now, how do we do the plugins? It's down here. System. Plugin manager. Automatically load for Veil. Options. Okay, so how do we refresh? Load. Oh, there we go. Now you can see damage, right? Put this down here. Left click on the new logo to show or hide all of the combat analysis windows. Can I move this though? Move the logo by pressing Control. Oh, cool. Okay. Damage. Total damage 48. DPS 10.6. Actions per second 1.3. Average damage maximum 15. Okay, we don't want to see this one. How do we... I closed that group window, but now it doesn't come back. Let's just hide this for now. Alright, so that's one add-on down, right? Alright, so we need to get the one that shows the health bars. I just don't know which one it is, so let's just do a search for, I don't know, buff? Buff watch, buff watch, buff watch. 3.75. This plugin I produced beta. Buff watch adds a small movable frame to the screen that hides when you enter combat, or it warns you about buffs that are missing on yourself. I'm not sure that's super important.
Head and get into really great information for me, my personal. Popped up and up here, it tells me all my buffs right here that I'm ready to go. Popped up right now. Combat analysis right there, which is another add-on that I want to show you guys real quick is buff bars. And you're gonna see something really cool with buff bars. We're gonna go ahead and attack this guy here real quick. Just gotta do that. You can see a lot of stuff popped up right now. I don't have my guy summoned because I don't want to do that much damage yet. But as you can see, I got this guy real quick.
These show his current buffs on his character.
Okay. As you can see, the number
also shows DD buffs. He's got a poison on him.
Numbers on the numbers on here on the.
So I guess we could install buff bars and just to try it out. Buff bars. Buff bars. 2024. Oh wait, let's go back to the compendium. Right. Buff bars. Oh. Add new plugins. Buff bars. 2013 though. See, this doesn't have the updated one though. See, it says category outdated interfaces. So let's grab. What was the one we were using in combat? Let's take a look at combat. Nah, it doesn't show up anymore once it's installed. Alright, let's go back to here. I want to make sure we don't install stuff that's way out of date. Ooh, why is oh, we don't have Mac OS X. Buff bars. hopefully we can just copy this guy. Go here. Let's see if we can do this without having to reload the game, without having to completely reload the game. We're going to go plugin manager, and we're going to say, oh, wasn't there a refresh? Yeah, see, it's not finding anything. Okie dokie. Then update. Please select this one. No. Scan. Files. Oh, this is a patch for the plugin buff bars. Buff bars must be installed before this patch. There are 2 other patches for buff bars. Okay, so that's why it's not working. Let's see, it's outdated. Let's try this. I think we just need to take this guy and copy. We're going to go here. And then what we're going to do is we should be able to copy this and just I'm assuming we can just overwrite. We'll find out. If it is a patch, then it should just be like an overwrite. Hopefully. There. There you go, now it's tracking this ability here, Guardian's Ward, the cooldown. So I like that. I don't know what this one is though. This green one. I'm not sure what that is. It's this one here. Initiate resolve. Maximum morale is increased. Duration 6 hours. Must be some sort of something else. Target progress bar, progress bar. Alright. Okay, he died awfully quick. Alright. And there's our ward. Cool. So that works. So really the only other add-on I really want to get right now is the one that shows the enemy nameplates. So we just need to figure out what that is. I just don't know what it's called. He's got it on his screen, so...
Different skins, different everything, makes the game really nice. So... description, I have the link in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and just get here quickly. So, all you're gonna do is hit download. You got to have WinRAR. WinRAR is how you able to unzip files and stuff like that. So if you don't have WinRAR, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description.
I've already got this.
So once you hit download here, guys, you're gonna have your WinRAR open. You're gonna have that file right here. You have skins, and with downloaded,
Yeah, I've already got this.
different skins that you can put on because we downloaded.
Yeah, I already have that. Already got that. Already got that.
To our change for the effect windows, really easy.
So all we want is the, and I don't.
And the effect sliders.
It's got to be some. How about enemy? How about nameplate? Health. Oh, jeez. Letterings interface. Ooh, larger auction window. We want larger bag. I was just complaining about that earlier. We need larger bags, man. Like here, you've got larger crafting window. I mean, definitely, we're probably gonna some of these. Anything that says larger is probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and open some of these up. Larger crafting window, larger auction window. I mean, all of these minimal toolbar, black glass remix default. I mean, anything that's gonna make the game larger. Like here's the original one. Here's the larger. So anything that's going to make the game larger is going to be good because it's way too tiny on my monitor, right? So yeah, so copy this and we're going to put that to plugins, right? Hopefully that's just plugins. Let's read it. Was it German? But yeah, this is German though. This is a German. Yeah, I think since it's a larger window, I don't think it's not a plugin. This is just a skin definition. So we need to go back to here and go to UI, and they're probably skin. No, since I don't really know where that. I don't know how to install this one. How do you install? This is optimized for the German clients. All right, let's just delete this for now. Plugins. This one, delete. Let's go interface. Why would we even want to see German? Like, you know, I mean, there should be a language. There should be a language selector on here. Graphical modifications. Like here. Okay, this is not German though. Larger dressing room. This is definitely English. Oh, no, it's not. It says I fixed the problem with the drag bar, but now we go back into German. This is a lot of English. So this one does work. How do we install it though? How the frick do you install these? Wait, how to install? Step by step while installing. No. Larger dressing room. Let's see if is there any kind, there's not even a readme in here or anything. So the UI elements in Lord of the Rings Online obviously use these XML documents for their settings. Question is, and this is the skin definitions, the dressing room. So really this file just needs to be copied somewhere. We just don't know where it needs to be copied. Lord of It's great for them to not tell you how to install that stuff. Rings online. Where do you put skin definition files? Inside, I store loading the online folder and log skins folder. So well, let's try it. We're not even gonna. Well, let's see. If we're in game, there probably is a dressing window, right? So let's go to character panel, cosmetics. I don't even know which window it is. But I'm gonna guess that if it's a large dressing room, I'm gonna guess. But this is a skin definition file. Like they were all skin definition files. See, like if you went to the other one, the crafting one, it was also a skin definition. So it's like, how could they all have the same file name? Because if you put them in the same place, you're just overwriting each other, which is going to basically undo the changes from the other file. So that's really weird. What's up, Volker? Hey, Vols. Trying to figure out how to do some of these Lord of the Rings Online updates, like add-ons and stuff. I don't really understand how these skins work. And it doesn't really explain it either. So I guess we'll leave these alone for now. We just need to get the damn enemy nameplates, right? That's the biggest thing we're trying to do, is get the enemy nameplates.
Normally you get the effect windows, and this is the system. Go to your plugin manager. You're going to look over for mini raid, which is right here. It says there are no options available for this plugin, but there actually are. It's just a little thing here.
Mini raid options.
You're gonna type in enter/mini raid something. Basically, it's gonna show you how these have to be checked. Sometimes when you log in, you have to check them again. Go ahead to do it. I normally have it set up to where it complements my plugins, which we're going to get into plugins more when we get deeper into this video. But basically, that control button below the backspace, I don't know what it is, // but control back. Once you have that check mark and you have I think you can have your floating names either on or off. Actually, it's not a plugin, it's actually within the LOTRO settings. So you're going to go ahead to UI settings, type in selection. So you're going to go ahead and look for the selection vital display. Once you have...
Oh, I think that might be what I'm looking for. I think that's what I'm looking for. I think that's what we're looking for. This. I think this will show the enemy's health, maybe? There we go. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Alright, cool. That's all I was trying to get, was the vital display. Alright. Okay. I think that's pretty much... Now we do, like, if there are ways to make certain windows bigger, because like I said, like when you look at like these inventory bags, they're like so tiny. Like, I'm sorry, but these are too small. I mean, if there was any way to make these UI elements bigger, that would be nice. I would like to make these like 40% larger. You know, just so I could see these icons. They're so freaking tiny. We may not be able to do that. I don't know. Other thing too, like, I think there was a way where you can not show certain bars. That's good. So we can put stuff on bars that we don't need to see. You know, you always have keybinds that are on items that you don't like. I mean, I don't need to see my mount keybind, right? Okay, well that kind of sucked. One second, we'll see some. Oh, even though the progress bar is there, the actual bar itself is much higher up. Yeah, I think what we want to do is let's move. I think we want this to be higher. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we need any of this stuff. All right, potions. Sequence bars. I think we're good with add-ons for now. For now. Okay. So, if you guys haven't watched it, let me show you something here real quick.
Catholic man. What your favorite World of
A death knight is never late.
Lord of the Rings Online just did something major that, to my understanding, has never been done before in an MMORPG. Yes, that old as dirt MMO, Lord of the Rings Online, it's still going.
Old as dirt.
It's still releasing expansions. It's still innovating, making new content. And today, you're going to learn about one of Lord of the Rings Online's newest features that came out with its latest expansion, Before the Shadow. A feature that will hopefully change MMORPGs going forward forever. Okay, so before we talk about what exactly Lord of the Rings Online...
So this is actually a really good video, and it's one of the things that makes me kind of excited to play Lord of the Rings Online. So I just wanted you guys to see the video because it'll explain it.
did, we do need to establish a little bit of context real fast.
All right, then, keep your secrets.
Many modern-day MMOs have an absolutely massive issue that nobody seems to want to address. Specifically, we need to talk about that long-neglected, abused, and frankly sometimes spit upon element of the MMO, the early game. If you're a new player to an MMO that's been around for a little bit, or if you're just somebody that really enjoys leveling in MMORPGs, you're kind of screwed these days. Most MMO companies have thought it prudent to just leave their early game experience as simple and straightforward as possible, abandoning them entirely in favor of focusing on the end game. Most expansions for MMOs will have very little to do with the early game experience, questing, professions, low-level dungeons, whatever. All the focus and the emphasis is always put on making the veteran players happy, not addressing the needs of the newcomer to the MMO or to the person that just wants to level a new character. This, of course, leads to new players trying out these sorts of MMOs, giving them a shot, and then being severely disappointed with how lifeless and dull the world can feel. Early game doldrums have been an issue in modern MMOs for so long that even games like World of Warcraft, which has a notoriously bad early game experience for new players and veteran players alike, they even offer a cash shop incentive for you to just pay $60 and just skip the whole thing entirely. Maybe it's a good business model, but players often feel cheated by this sort of neglect being present in such a large part of the game. Now, Lord of the Rings Online is an MMO that's been around for a very long time, and it has boasted multiple expansions under its belt during its days, taking players from the steppes of the Shire.
Have I ever played original? Yeah, yeah. You mean Star Wars: The Old Republic? Sure. I was a founder in Star Wars: The Old Republic. The problem is Star Wars: The Old Republic, like, it didn't date well in my opinion. I think Star Wars: The Old Republic did not date well at all. I think the combat and the movement in the game is really bad. I actually think the combat and movement in this game is probably almost, well, I don't know, it's probably a toss-up, to be honest.
All the way to the fiery doom of Mordor.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
And like with every other MMO that's been around for a while, Lord of the Rings Online has also faced this issue. New players, of course, want a fun and engaging early game experience to delight in, and veteran players don't want to be bored running the...
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it before. Hutball is the greatest PvP. Hutball is the greatest PvP mode of all time, and it's not even close. And it's not even close. Like, the most enjoyable PvP battleground of all time is Hutball. Yeah, Hutball is amazing. It's just too bad they couldn't have fixed some of the lag. I mean, I think they did eventually fix some of the lag issues, but there were like lag and shearing in the game in the beginning. That's what basically made me quit playing the game, because I was playing the game for PvP, and there was some screen shearing and there were some lag spikes that were just causing me some issues, and I just kind of went and played something else.
The same content over and over again. Does that sound like you? Because it certainly sounds like me. You know, the level up in the early game should be fun. Also, you got to keep in mind, Lord of the Rings Online is a game that is known primarily for its storytelling, its massive world and roleplay-like content. The developers actually want you to take your time leveling up in the world. They want you to experience the story that they have so painstakingly crafted. It's a very different approach to their MMO compared to game companies like Blizzard and like others who just want you to rush through all that content as fast as possible and get to the latest expansion. So here's the question. How do you fix this problem? How do you make the early game experience fun for new players without making it overwhelming, enjoyable for veteran players, and just make it overall a really good and fun and memorable time? Well, with Lord of the Rings Online's newest expansion, Before the Shadow, they tried something new. And it has brought a lot of attention to the game and has been bringing players back to Middle-earth in droves. And let me...
I don't know if like these are like cinematics, but these parts where they show like the ring rates and stuff is really cool. Like, this is really, really cool looking, but I think it's maybe it's a cinematic.
Middle-earth in droves. And let me explain
Must be a
as to
cinematic.
why. So this new expansion just brought to the game 2 new zones for people to explore, new quests to do, dungeon experiences, and a whole lot more. But there's one thing that Before the Shadow brought to the game that has gotten the most attention. and it is called the Adventure System. Let me explain. When you make a new character in Lord of the Rings Online, after you create them and go through the little tutorial, you can approach a specific NPC just outside of the new town of...
Honestly, because of the way the combat works in Lord of the Rings Online, it almost might be more fun to play a range caster. When you play like older MMOs that are a little bit janky, like the movement's not as smooth and maybe the camera doesn't look quite as right, you can't quite get the best angles. Sometimes playing a ranged class is a little bit more enjoyable just simply because you're standing in place like casting spells, you know? And it's more about how cool your spells look as opposed to how you're moving, you know? So I may create some sort of a caster in here just to see if that's the case. You know, but we'll keep playing the Guardian to see how fun the Guardian is first.
Mosswood. He's standing just outside the city gate. Now, if you talk to this NPC, he sells to you some very peculiar items. He sells to you everything from potions to even new emotes that you can buy and use on your character. The only problem is, how do you buy this stuff? Well, it takes a special currency, and the only way to earn this currency is by participating in what's called the Adventure Mode.
No, wait. We do not want any adventures here.
Adventure Mode is a system that has multiple tiers to choose from.
And so this is what they've added to Lord of the Rings Online, which I think is really cool. So you can talk to the NPC and basically pick different levels of the adventure mode, and this scales the entire game. Like all the difficulty of all the content gets scaled based on this. So if you go in and say heroic +2, immediately all the mobs become like 10,000 times more difficult.
Ranging from simple adventurous all the way to heroic. And what happens is when you choose one of these options, the entire world is going to scale up in difficulty for you and your questing experience. This means that enemies are now going to take less damage. They'll use special abilities like gaining the power to shield themselves. They can lay down traps and a whole lot more. Those formerly simple and easy to kill mobs, you shoot them like 2 or 3 times and they're dead. It ain't like that no more. The world suddenly becomes dangerous and scary. And by doing this, by choosing higher levels of difficulty to level in the world with, you will get rewarded with bonus experience points and virtue experience. And this amount that you get increases with every higher tier of difficulty. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, man, you know, I've been playing MMOs for a while. I'm just going to ramp it up to the highest difficulty, go out and quest in the world. I know what I'm doing.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
If you do this, be ready, because you're going to get two-shot by the tiny piglet outside of town.
So you have chosen death.
You're going to quickly realize that this super high-level adventure tier of difficulty is impossible to do on your own. And that's the point. You are going to need a group, a fellowship in Lord of the Rings Online. You are going to have to group up with your friends, take care of each other, and you will be going throughout the world together, desperately trying to survive. And guess what? Everybody's going to benefit from it because everyone's going to get those experience bonuses. You really are going to go on a dangerous, unexpected journey together. Or if you don't have
Solo
friends,
players,
you can do a
no.
lower level difficulty that's still manageable as a solo player. That's fine. Let's put it this way. Me and my friends have been checking this out. We're even talking about doing an entire leveling series in Lord of the Rings Online together as a group, something I've never done on this channel before. The whole world suddenly feels like a dungeon. That little like outpost of bandits suddenly becomes terrifying. You need to lay down traps, use crowd control, use the terrain to your advantage, or you are going to die. Throw on top of that a little bit of hardcore action where if you die, you delete the character.
Death equals the way.
And you've got a grand good time. Suddenly, the
So yeah, I think that's super cool. Like, you know, we're not high enough level yet to go to start the adventure mode. I think we're still in like the beginning, like trial. I don't know if it's trial, but I think it starts at level. I think it's level 10. So I think we have to get to level 10 before we can turn on the adventure mode. But that's the goal. Get to level 10. Check out the adventure mode. You know what? I think I am going to move this down. a little bit. Yeah, well, supposedly they've done a good job with the lore aspect of this game. No, I already did this quest once, but I'm doing it again. Cool. It is good that you can attack while moving. Like, there's no locked animations in this game. And I can totally run around the entire time while I'm attacking. In Lord of the Rings? I don't even know how to tell. I know if I go here, I mean, you can see there's quite a few people. Here, it says there's 1,000 people in the server. It says right here, displaying 100 of 1,000 entries. So there's at least 1,000 on this one. Oh, on the Steam charts. You can play as an orc and hunt people down. That's kind of weird. Litany of defense. Cries out. Okay. Slowing their attacks. Okay. Hmm. This is one of those games that, like, if they could redo the graphics, like, would be really, really good, like, amazing. Would be an amazing game. If they could just, like, redo the graphics, you know, make it look a lot better. That was interesting. Trees actually move when you hit him. I didn't expect that.
Greetings, traveler! At your service and your families. This is unthinkable!
Okay. Well, tell me this, Vols. Do you think, like, if I go to the graphics here, when I go to advanced graphics and I pick the filter, see how, like, the texture, like, you can see the texture, like, of the road? Notice how if I take it off anastrophic, put it to trilinear, see how it blurs things out? Having stuff blurred out is almost like a Gaussian blur. It's almost like kind of sets things at a distance. I've never really been 100% sure. On a game like this where the graphics isn't that good, it's almost better not to have, like, super sharp graphics. Like, when you make things super sharp, yeah, it's crisp, but it shows the limitations of the graphics. It shows all the pixelated edges and all the kind of, like, you know, low quality textures. So I'm not really sure if it wouldn't be better to leave it in trilinear just to smooth things out. I'm not sure. What do you think? See how it smooths out the pathway as opposed to having it... The only thing is when you add the detail, when you have the anastrophic, you'll start seeing, like, more, you know, grass and stuff on the ground. Like, where I see how like, you'll see, like, a lot more, like, looking grass appears. Even so, I don't know. It's hard. It's a toss-up. More detail, but it shows more jagged edges, or smoother with less detail. I don't know. I'll make a belt from your skin. Oh, he's level 5. Nice. Finally some guys that are a little bit higher level. You think his blurry is annoying? Okay. Ooh, I think we just leveled up. That guy was actually... I actually had to hit him a few times. Alright. I'm kind of... I don't know. I actually almost like the smooth better, believe it or not. But we'll go with the anastrophic. Well, also, I need to look at the... I've got some talent points. We got 4 points available here. So we've got 2 out of 5 on Relentless Assault. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry, guys. What was the place that I ordered? Oh, it was the Asian. I might order Asian food. I can't remember the name of the place, though. Let's see. Places you might like. I ordered Thai food last week, and it was pretty good. I just don't remember the name of the place. Yeah, I should save my money. We are supposed to kill 6 of these guys for a quest. Get myself a whopper. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that junk. We're not gonna make it. No. Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. I will say that the scale of the terrain is really big. Like when you look at the game, look up here. Like when I look how big these trees are. These trees are really cool looking. We can see the terrain starting to change up here. We see the green, and we're getting out of the snow terrain. But look at the scale. Like when I looked at this, look how big these mountains and the graphics in the game, being as old as they are, they still look really good. You know what I mean? It was $100. Jeez. See if we can take 2 at once. No problemo. Getting some nice some greenery here, which looks nice. Think I could take 10? I don't think so. My damage is going down. I think I could take like maybe 5, 6 tops. I think 6 tops would be about the most I could take. I think this guy's shield, pretty cool looking. But I mean, when I get to these areas of the game, the graphics look really nice. Like, the grass here looks really good. Like, I mean, I would say that the grass here looks better than the grass in World of Warcraft. See this grass on the ground here? I mean, you probably would agree with me, Vols. This grass, like right here, looks really nice, you know, this grass. And these trees also. Like this cedar tree here. Or cedar, right? Yeah, it looks really cool. Looks nice. Yeah. So there we took out 3, and we lost a little bit of damage. Took a little bit of damage there. Respawn rate's pretty quick. Level 7 and looking like level what? Looking like level 30? I am a guardian. I am like the tankiest class of the game. You see me taunt him with my shield, my little shield slam? Taunting that poor guy. Bring it! I thought about Ranger, but honestly the reason I didn't go Ranger was when I watched some videos, it said the Ranger was like super OP, like ridiculously OP, and I was like, I don't know, I don't want to play like a super OP class. But I have thought about, like I said, maybe trying a ranged class if they're, you know, like, you know me, I like sword and shield classes, so this is your typical sword and shield. Ooh. Yeah, no, it says that the Ranger is super OP in Lord of the Rings. All right. Okay, we can go here, turn these questions, and we head over to this red area. We're level 7. I think once we get to level 10, we'll be able to scale the world difficulty. We're going to go into adventure mode, and what we're going to try to do is scale it as hard as we can take solo. See how hard we can do it.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
You elves know about aurochs. One of them is a brute of particular foul disposition. A beast of the Longbeard is called Frostmantle. We can't get close enough to the creature without it attacking us. It's grown too dangerous to leave alone. I fear that someone's bound to get trampled. You'll find her wandering to the west of here. Okay. New quest.
What do you want?
Do we want morale or power? Let's go with, I guess, power. I don't know.
its chilling heart.
Nice, we got some shoulders. I think leather shoulder guards.
It is an insult!
Who runs the servers? What? Ranger? No, I don't think the Ranger's the worst. Well, like in Ion, they were pretty good. Backhand axe of Arda. Ooh, 3.8 DPS. You have a small chance of lowering your target's armor. What's this? Leather helm. Look at that. The leather helm. Yeah, but we're able to turn that off, man. You can hide armor, so we just hid that item. Why did I jump backwards? I don't know what was going on there. Not really sure what was going on there. Yeah, you can hide armor. You can hide your cloak, your helm. I think you can hide a lot of, not everything, but a lot of stuff you can hide. This guy's got like a crazy knockback ability. These guys can't, man. They can't handle me. We need to get to adventure mode so we can scale the difficulty. Turn this game into a real challenge. Because right now, obviously, we're stomping stuff. Biff, shield slam. See you later. Alright, I think we already finished this quest. I think I need to go up. Gondor or Rohan? Gondor or Rohan? Oh man, I gotta go with Gondor. What do you think? For Gondor! They look a little bit more civilized.
Those are ill tidings.
That is ill tidings. The creatures here are all transformed by plague. Look as if they will die very soon. I came this way to scout for signs of my father's dream, but the grim dwarves here have kept me from getting much further. Something evil stirs in that cave. Do you feel it?
I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves yet.
You might find such an event. I need to go into the mountains. Collect healing herbs. Rohan? I thought you were talking about the people, not the scenes in the movie, right? Yeah, but I don't think your question. I think you're talking about like. I thought you were talking about who's cooler as a people. So sounds like you're talking more like what was cooler in the movie. Cool back there. I mean, they're both cool. I don't know. Yeah, we're starting to take some damage now. Starting to take a little damage. Ah! Guy's like hurling on me. The guy's puking on me. Did you see that? He just puked on me. He just puked on me. Ooh, corrupted spirit. Okay, we want more corrupted spirits. Nice. These guys are cool looking. How does one smack a ghost? Very carefully. Very carefully. Oh, the screen just froze. Ooh, that was the first time we've seen that. Or the first time we've seen the screen freeze. Look at this, we've got first person mode. I wonder if you can hide the UI. Key mapping. UI? No. Interface? It was a few gigs, yeah. It was a difficult death scene. Panels. Miscellaneous. Reposition UI. Detached tooltip. Toggle HUD. F12. What is that? Oh, it's my bug, that bar. Cannot defeat us. Tonight the little dwarf king shall walk again, but we are the ones who shall return to life. Okay. There is that to consider. Ha-ha! I have slain you. Oh, he's trying to puke on me again. I kind of like playing it in first person mode. It's kind of better in first person mode, I think. It feels like the combat feels a lot smoother because you're not seeing the janky animations. You know, you're not really looking at the kind of animations which aren't very they're not the best. So
You will be a hero to those dwarves.
we can get the plumed hat, but we're gonna get the helmet.
These leaves can be crushed to make a powerful...
Talk to Dwaylen in Farron's court. Alright. Alright, we gotta equip the new helmet. This one might. I thought I equipped my white ring. Equipped. Yeah, vitality. Okay. I can't be stopped. I'm unstoppable. Ooh, level 10. Oh, he's not gonna fight me though. You yellow, you coward. You yellow.
Greetings, traveler.
Oh, let's see. We can get the great sword now. We can get the honed blade, which is basically the same as the current weapon I already have. Or we can get the battle gauntlets, which we can't use because we're not a brawler. I guess we'll get the great sword. Maybe we'll do some combat with our greatsword during Leather Helm.
My Turin's beard!
This is trophy.
This is unthinkable!
Oh shit! Oh, that's the backhanded axe. Let's sell that. Okay.
Can this be?
By what miracle do you return with a drought to cure my poor dwarves? You should give the remedy to Dwalin's folk. We're healing the dwarves from the poison.
Dead is dead, in my opinion.
Others, so for the sick among our company, we can deal with the more pressing matters at hand. Dead is dead. In my opinion, you can't bring someone back. It sounds like Gormer has gotten some bad ideas. Alright, what kind of dyes do we want? I guess we can dye our gear? We can dye, so there's a dye system in this game. That's pretty cool. Let's go with the... Let's go with the gray dye.
Come and stay a moment.
This is a solo quest. It cannot be completed in a fellowship. Talk to Dwaylen. Increase reputation. Skill. Title. What is this? You have been acknowledged as someone who can one day influence the fate of Middle-earth. If you have any other quests underway, you should complete them now, as those quests will no longer be available. Oh shit. Oh, I guess I don't have any other quests. I think this is it. Travel now. This is the final quest in the entrance.
Angmar and the Dower Hands have allied themselves with evil, fell spirits of old, just as Skorgreen himself did long ago. Now Ivar the Bloodhand, a gaunt lord, threatens to sway the Dower Hands to evil with the terrifying ritual about to take place in Skorgreen's tomb. There's evil in the air here.
Ooh.
Ivar is too powerful.
What was that creepy weird sound? It's like some creature in here. Ivar the Blood Hand. Ooh, he looks like he's a pretty tough dude. There are more powerful forces awakening. It is not the dour hands we mean to empower. Let us begin. Skorgrim will right this wrong. Wait, what are you doing? Oh shit. Oh! Looks like he's trying to resurrect Skorgrim? Oh shit. I have awoken! I think he's resurrected Skorgrim. Good, then come with me, Skorgrim. We have much to discuss if forces gather that would stop us. He was a base coward. Let us flee this place.
We need to get out of here.
Resuming blood with our hands, even if we could not stop the ritual from taking place, Skorgrim will have to be dealt with another day. Okay. We must find elves and flee this tomb. Okay, well here's the elves. The dead lurk everywhere. It was no easy task. Good news is at least that we have defeated. The dead have subsided for a moment, but more will be here before much time passes. Well, we need to get out of here. We need to get through the door. They barricaded themselves inside. My axe will take care. My axe! You have my axe. Stand back. Oh. I'm coming! Freedom! Freedom! Quick before the portalist drops. Those guys didn't make it. Hey, Looney, what's up? It's Lord of the Rings Online. Ah, there's a corrupted spirit. Am I sick? No, I'm not sick. Are you sick? The Dour Hands. You're born sick, you're German? German! Schnell! We must get out of here! Schnell! Yeah, the game's alright. I think what makes the game not good right now is that it's too easy, but that'll be rectified once we get to level 10, or once we get to the new town. We can scale up the difficulty of the game. And once we push up the difficulty, I think it'll be pretty cool. I like the scale of the world, though. It's some massive stuff. Looney! Hey, what's up? Looney, thanks for the donation. I don't know what THB 349 is, but thank you. Well, thank you, Looney. Thank you. No, I mean, it's not bad. The game's not bad. I mean, the scale of the world's cool. I mean, look at these. You got some cool reflections here. I mean, look how big this tomb is. It's $1 USD. It's like $349. $1. Thank you, man, for the $1. Actually, no, it's not. It's $10. See the chat revenue? It's actually $10. Now I'm gonna order myself some lunch because you just gave me $10. I wasn't gonna order lunch because I wanted to save money, but since you gave me $10, now I feel like I have enough money to get myself some lunch. I'm gonna get some Thai food. I gotta go talk to my wife though; she might want something. No, I think it's not bad. I think Lord of the Rings is pretty cool. I mean, it's really heavily story based. So if you like Lord of the Rings, the stories and stuff, if you really like not RP, but if you like story driven content, then I think you would like Lord of the Rings. And for games as old as it is, the graphics aren't that bad. They're actually pretty good.
Let us leave these halls behind us.
Even though we did not stop the Dour Hands' plans, we have done well this day. Vale, at the end of this day, Thorin's Hall shall be free of the Dour Hands, and we will know they are dwarves of no account. I wonder though when we will see the effects. There we go. Here we go. Oh, we can look at this. We can scroll the text. I wonder though when we will see the effects of this day and the return of Skorgrim. I hope that after you and your fellow elves leave Thorin's Hall behind you, and you return and aid us, you have proven a valuable friend. Now let us leave these halls behind. Completed instance Skorgrim's tomb. Did you? I never touched that game. It was supposed to be really bad. I never touched it. It's supposed to be really bad. It is $10. It is $10 because the chat revenue, see, told me it was $10. That's the only way I knew what it was, because it says right here $10. So Looney just is going to help buy me lunch. Now look, we're in now that we finished the intro quest, they've teleported us to a completely new area. And come on, guys, you can't tell me that this isn't a pretty nice looking area. Look at that beautiful, look at the water, look at the reflections. Yeah, it's $10, man. Let's see what Elion has to say. Current quest intro of Skorgrim's
Hail,
tomb.
friend, and well met.
Greetings, Vale. The sights of Salandim are a wonder to behold. They are not. They are. Salandim is beautiful. I must intrude upon your reflection, though, with an important matter. 300 reputation. Those are 3 I have received mail. You just received new mail. To open your mail, you must find a mailbox. VIPs can access mail without a mailbox by using the main menu. Mailboxes are commonly found in talls. Well, I am a VIP, I believe. So, you have gained your first point of reputation. Reputation points will increase your standing with the various factions of Middle-earth. Your standing can only be viewed in the reputation panel, which can be accessed via the start menu under character. Start menu, character. You getting this game ready? Oh, Lodi! Look! $10 more. I'm rich! Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks, Looney. I appreciate it, man. Now I'm definitely going to get some Thai food. It's not bad, though, Looney. This game's not that bad. I don't think you should... I think Lord of the Rings is pretty cool. Seeing what it's all about. Well, if you're going to play Lord of the Rings, though, you got to play on the Legendary servers, which means you need the subscription, though, unfortunately. Let's talk about Alex. There's nothing to talk about, dude. He's been absent. Alex has been... I haven't even looked... I mean, I don't even think he's been around, right? He's, like, basically got... Too many people made fun of him, and he did his usual and ran away and hid. Let's see. Has he even put up a video? Yeah, last thing he did was 2 weeks ago. He did a video called Channel Update and Current Thoughts on Classic WoW.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Alex here. Alex Sensual. What's up, guys?
Alex here.
Alex here.
It's been a couple weeks now since...
It's been a couple weeks now since...
Or about a month or so since I've uploaded on this channel. I haven't really streamed much. If you've been watched the last few streams, or you're in my Discord.
Or you're in my Discord. I talk really slow because I kind of am a little bit of a low intelligence person. What's up, guys?
You are aware that I've taken a break to touch grass. And
I've taken a break to touch grass. It's so funny that he says that. He loves to say touch grass, which is a trendy term nowadays in the gaming world, which basically means go outside and experience the real world instead of, you know, the non-real world. But thanks again for the donations, Looney. I do really appreciate it. I wasn't going to order lunch today because I wanted to save money, but since you donated money, now Volker donated money. Volker. Now I can really get something to eat. Thanks, you Volker. I appreciate it, man. You know, okay, enough, Alex. Are you done with Alex? Oh, you don't want to see the rest of Alex?
And it is...
I actually haven't watched this video. It's 15 minutes long, though. Maybe we'll watch it later, right? Thanks for the donation, Volker. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah, but I think this game's pretty cool. The only thing I wish that some of the user interface elements we could make larger. It's really hard to read some of this stuff. I mean, you can see the text is really pretty small here. I mean, look at these tiny little numbers, 0, 1, 24. They're very small. You know, obviously this game was made for lower resolution monitors. So, but you can scale some of the elements in the UI. But like I've installed some add-ons, some skins and stuff to make the game a little bit nicer looking. Like you can see the minimap looks cool with like these little vines and stuff going around it. And like my hot bars down at the bottom have some cool little grass. Now we can scale that stuff though. If you go to the UI, one thing that's cool about the interface is you can search for stuff. So if we go to like UI settings, you can actually search for stuff. I don't know, like map. I can type in map and it says show quest guide on map, show map cursor coordinates. If we go to UI settings and you scroll down, there is a place where you can scale everything. Like I can hit this and it'll scale all the UI elements that are possibly scalable, apparently. The problem is when I scale it, if you notice like the ring here, like notice the texture or the image, when I scale it, it starts to get a little bit distorted, right? Yeah, the quality isn't quite as good. So it kind of loses its crispness. But honestly, these, I don't know. And the other thing too is where's the, because now that we did that, some of the bars and stuff are going to start to overlap. Actually, no. I think we probably could go with that size, but I think that's maybe a little bit too big. I think I am going to scale it. I think I like it about this size. Talking about Alex, okay, but listening now. Oh, I got you. You don't want to listen to him? Yeah, he's very strange. Okay, so this is a really beautiful area in the game, I think. I mean, look at these trees and this water. They do a good job of the water in Lord of the Rings Online. It's got a beautiful reflection to it. I mean, look at the trees reflecting. That's pretty cool. So I said, I'm sorry to intrude upon your reflection, but perhaps you can speak with Carnivore in Celandim proper. He seems quite worried about something. And from what I know of the tales of your bravery, you may be able to help him. You may find him by the piers not far from here. Yeah, he's very weird. Yeah, no, the game, certain parts of the game look really, really good. I do find that in combat, it's actually kind of nice to zoom all the way in, because it makes the combat feel really smooth. Because the movement's really good. Like when I zoom all the way in like this, like just moving left and right and stuff, you know, and rotating the camera, it's really nice. It feels like World of Warcraft. It's very smooth. But when you zoom out and you're moving with your character animations just aren't as good. You know, they're not super great. Like it feels more clunky when I see my character because the animations aren't smooth. So it's kind of like it fools you into thinking that the game isn't smooth, but that's not the case. The game is smooth. It's just that the character, her animations aren't that smooth. So if I zoom in, this feels really smooth. But when I zoom out, it doesn't quite feel, well, I guess it does feel smooth. You just kind of have to just get used to the animations, I think. All right, so I'm supposed to go, and the minimap, we're supposed to talk to this person.
My heart cannot sing today.
And you can enlarge the text in the quest log by just like you would in a browser. Like, you know, if you open like a web page, right, and you do control mouse wheel scroll forward and back like in a web page. You can also do control 0, which will always go to 100%. Same thing works here in the game. If I control, although it's not doing it now. It was doing it on the other window, but you can see this text is larger than it normally is. And for some reason, it's not letting me do it right now. It's making me a liar, but actually, you can see it is here. There, now it's working. See, I'm just doing control mouse wheel up and down. So that's kind of cool. Because the default is like this, it's pretty small. My old eyes don't really like that small text anymore. I actually kind of like this. Plus, it's better for you guys watching the stream. You can probably see that easier, especially if you're on a phone. Hello there. We have not had time to get acquainted. My name is Carnivore, and you are?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Alex never killed me in game, did he? Did Alex ever kill me in game? I don't think he ever killed me in game. I didn't quit WoW. I got bored of WoW. You know me. I've played WoW forever. You know, I've played WoW since 2004. So I just got to the point where I was kind of like, you know, my biggest problem with WoW is, I'll tell you what my biggest problem with WoW is. I got so tired of doing quests that I'd done 10,000 times before. And so I really enjoy leveling in WoW, and I like playing WoW, but I was having trouble going through the leveling process. I honestly was having trouble leveling characters up to 60 in vanilla because I was so tired of doing things I'd done so many times before. It was just really boring. And I was like, so even though this game isn't as good as WoW as far as like, you know, the animations and the combat's probably not as good, at least everything's new. You know, it's all new to me, so that makes it more interesting. So, but you know me, I'll go back and play WoW at some point. I have heard that you are well traveled. Perhaps you have seen my son Avorthal on your journeys. I received a message from him saying that he was coming from Dulan to visit, but he has not yet arrived. This is most unlike him in your journey here. He oft spoke with the travelers on the road in his journeys here. And tales of Nen Hilleth with a friend of his, a dwarf named Athal. Athal watches the road and helps a few dwarves. Perhaps Avorthal is speaking to him now. Was simply forgotten time. Would you seek him? All right. Go look for your buddy. Your
Could I speak with you a moment?
VIP rewards. Ah, patron of distinction. Welcome indeed. I happen to have some items that might enhance your adventures, and you are quite welcome to them. So because I'm a VIP, it's not boring, it's relaxing. Yeah, oh no, it is. WoW's very relaxing. And actually that's probably why I play World of Warcraft, is because it's very relaxing. You know that, I've talked about it many times. You know, I'll go in there, and I've always called World of Warcraft my own personal therapist. But it just got to the point where I wasn't enjoying the leveling experience, you know. But again, we'll go back and play it probably within a week or two. Subscriber town services. What is this? This item allows you to perform town services actions while adventuring for 2 weeks. Use this jug to speed up your crafting time. Okay. And there's a... What? Vols? Ode for all the chill times the last couple of years. Thank you, Vols. I appreciate it, man. Everybody's donating today. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you! Thank you. You finally got the game installed. Thanks, Vols. Thanks, Volker. And thanks, Looney, for your donations. I appreciate it very much. Hope you guys are having a good day. You finally got the game installed, huh? I just installed it through Steam. It's very easy to install. Yeah, Thai food definitely paid for. Yeah, I never played it. I never played Warhammer when it was released. Unfortunately. Here's another player, I think. They're level 50. So on the legendary servers, the max level is level 50. Whereas on the regular servers, the max level is like 150. Here's a barter merchant. Available quests.
Megavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Yeah, I installed it through Steam. Well, I played... Yeah, I have the Return of Reckoning installed, right? Right. But I mean, this is the Warhammer Online. I've got this private server, right? And the problem with this private server is it just didn't have enough people in it. Like, I really like the PvP. The PvP and Return... We could try to do that later today, maybe, if you guys want. I could try to get into Return of Reckoning. I don't know how many people are playing it right now. Like, maybe if there's more people in it, like, maybe we can find a video or something. But the PvP in Return of Reckoning is actually really fun. Like, really fun. I haven't played the game in a long time, so I'd have to, like, try to remember how to play my class. But the problem I had with it was that what I enjoyed in the game was the PvP Battlegrounds, and that when I got online to play after I got off work, most of the people that played the game were Europeans, so there just wasn't a lot of people, so the queue times were really, really, like, 20 minutes to get into a battleground or something, 20, 30 minutes. So, it just was kind of annoying because I couldn't get in, I couldn't, like, get into battlegrounds. But if I was, like, playing, during, like, peak European times, then the battlegrounds were popping much quicker. I don't know, maybe there's probably a Discord server. Let's see if there's any videos that have come out recently. Okay, so 2 months ago there was a video, and 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago. There should be a Discord server, right? Here's Discord. Yeah. I think I was already in. I think I already had the Discord. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think you can tell that. All right, so here's some posts from today. So let's just say how many people are playing on Return of the Reckoning these days. Well, you can see just today there's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 9 or 10 different people have actually posted today. So there's people posting. There's definitely people playing, right? Three months after release. You never played the private? Yeah, but this server is actually pretty cool. Here, we've got it right here. It's still downloading, though. Downloading the manifest. And I don't know, there might have been some updates since the last time I played it. Yeah, no response yet, so obviously not a ton of people in the Discord. You gonna go dwarf? What did not go as planned? The Warhammer MMO, the very first WoW killer? Oh, yeah. So this is a barter merchant. Our time is closing in this land. Soon we... Oh, this is an elf. They're going to be going to the Undying Lands. Defeat veil flies surrounding the city. While we're still, however, we must do what we can to ensure these lands remain safe and beautiful. Preservation of the land is why I have come to the port of Celandine. My brother and I have been looking into recent events in the glade to the north. I'm here to enlist any willing help. If you are willing to remove the threat of the sickle flies from the trees and report to Overloss at Nanhileth to the southwest. Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, I never could get into that MMO. I tried to play Age of Conan. But I just never could really get into it. You gonna go Guardian? Yeah, I'm Guardian. This is a Guardian. Actually, that reminds me, I need to assign some talent points. Yeah, I never liked Age of Conan. I didn't dislike. I just never could get into it. Okay, it looks like maybe I didn't have. I don't know if I didn't have Return of Reckoning installed or what, but it's trying to like download all the files. I don't know, or maybe Captain. The only thing is, Volker, like if you're gonna, like I said, you can't play on the server I'm on unless you have a subscription. Like $15 I think a month. But the benefit of being on this server, one, there's a lot of people playing on it, but two, it's a 64-bit architecture server, so there's no lag. Riot's MMO is like a long ways off, right? But I mean, I hope it's good, right? The Riot MMO is years off. There's also the makers of Elder Scrolls Online. They're working on another MMO too, right? Who makes Elder Scrolls Online? Is it Bethesda or? ZeniMax. ZeniMax is currently making a new MMO. Right here. Our next AAA game is in development. We've learned a lot from bringing the world of Elder Scrolls to life, and it's time for us to take those lessons and build a new AAA IP. The vision for our next game is grand in every sense of the word, and that's why we're developing a new engine to support the needs of the project. So, Riot's got a game in development. ZeniMax has a game in development, Dude, Looney. Dude, Looney, thank you. Did you get paid today, Looney? All right. Thanks, Looney. The right MMOs do. Thanks for the money. I appreciate it, man. The Riot MMO. I don't. Well, we don't. Well, they did a reboot. They did a restart. What was weird about the Riot MMO is what's his name was kind of in charge of it, right? Greg Street, and then he left. He left the company to go start his own company or something. Was it Greg? Was it Greg Street? What was the company that he started? Yeah, $200 stretch goal. Come on, guys. We haven't reached my monetary goal for today. We're only at $48. I don't ever have any goals, right? Because I never get any money. I never get any money. Hardly ever, anyway. Where is his... Yeah, the Fantastic Pixel Castle. Which I don't really like... I don't really like the idea behind his game. It doesn't really sound that exciting. Like, he's talking about these different, like, altered realities or different worlds, and, like, each world's different. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds a little... Yeah. Yeah, it's the shards. They have different shards. Right? I mean, it's not... It could be good. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. The world of Alex Sensual. It could be good. Who knows, man? Alright, trait configuration 1. Well, we can rename this. Let's just call it... Nah, we'll rename it later. So we got to put our traits in, guys. We got Relentless Assault. Rank 3 is going to give us a 15% chance to provide block and parry response, and +9 finesse rating. I don't really even know what finesse does. I'm assuming that's like maybe evasion type stuff. Let's see if it shows up in our... Here it is. Here we go. Reduces your opponent's resistance, reduces your opponent's block, parry, and evade. Okay. You're out? Alright. See you, Looney. Thanks for the money, man. I appreciate it, dude. Don't tell your girlfriend you gave me money. She'll get mad. She'll like, don't give him money, give me money. Yeah, I agree, though. I think a MMO without a main world... I mean, I don't dislike the idea of, like, instanced... Like, my favorite fantasy world is The Young Kingdoms by Michael Moorcock, you know, the author. That's my favorite fantasy world. And that world has... alternate planes of existence. So, like, the Young Kingdoms exist on one plane, but the other planes, it's not like they're like alternate versions. They're just completely different planes, right? So you would have like the Young Kingdoms would be one plane, and then there might be the plane another plane that's just full of like demons, and another plane that's full of, you know, other stuff. Maybe a plane that's just for whatever reason like a heavily grassy, foresty plane of trees. Who knows? But they're different planes, and to get there, though, you have to find some sort of magical way to get there, where there's some super powerful sorcerer can actually open up a portal. You know. So I don't have an issue with that type of story, because the main world is still there. You still have a main world. The main world is the Young Kingdoms. The other planes of existence are just, you know, places that you can get to via really powerful magic. They're very difficult to get to. So they just support and add content to the existing world. They're not like in Greg Street, Ghostcrawler's MMO, where he has different shards. So it's not, there really isn't a main world. It's like there's a bunch of worlds, and they're like all instanced, I guess. So to me, that's different. Like, I would love to see a Michael Moorcock, Elric of Melnibone influenced MMO. I've always wished for that. That would be like, I would be more excited for an MMO based on that world more than any other MMO, because it's very Dungeons and Dragons, but it's also very different, because there's a whole like law and order and chaos, kind of like D&D, but there's like evil gods and there's good gods, and basically they're pantheons. So you can choose to like worship a evil god, or you could choose to worship a good god, and based on your patrons that you do things for, they may benefit you. They may give you benefits. Like if you go kill a bunch of people and sacrifice their lives for your evil god, he may give you stuff. He may give you like a powerful magic item or something. Yeah, it's very sword, sorcery, high fantasy. Yeah, it's just really cool. So if we go back to our talents here, and they do have, off the bat, when you come to the game, you do have 2 talent. Oh, my brain's not working right now, guys. All the money you gave me was such a shock. I'm just like, whoa, my brain's melted. I'm like, woo, money. You do have 2 talent specs, right? So you got 1 and 2, and then you also have, you can actually, I guess, purchase additional trait configuration. Okay? But you start off with 2, so that's cool. So right now we're going into the blue tree. The trees in Lord of the Rings are blue, red, and yellow. And when people talk about your spec in Lord of the Rings Online, they usually talk about it in color. They say, oh, are you a yellow guardian or a... Well, that's not a good example because you can't be a yellow guardian. Like when you pick your spec in the, once you get to your first talent point, you can pick a spec. There's only 2 for guardian. There used to be 3, but they took away yellow for some reason. But almost every other spec in the game, there's 3. Every other character class in the game, there's 3 specs, and it's going to be blue, red, or yellow. Guardian's a little weird. There's only 2. And these are the 2 that you can choose from. And of course, I picked the blue, right? Defender of the free. That's what I am. And it's based heavily on tanking, right? And then the red one is called the Keen Blade. Uses bleed and high damage attacks to defeat foes. Now this focuses on dealing damage skills and has high base damage, bleeds, and powerful finishing skills. So if you want to level Guardian as a damage dealer, you can pick the Keen Blade spec. But I'm currently trying out the Guardian just for shits and giggles. So I've got 2 points into Relentless Assault. Loon of the 7 stars. Ooh, look at this character. Can you like emote in this game? There you can. A loon of the 7 stars. And she's got a friendly heron, maybe? That's my dance, just me clapping my hands together, apparently. Curious how the story RPG even plays, you've mentioned. It's very similar to like a Dungeons and Dragons, The RPG is very much like D&D, It's got your basic like armor class and to hit. Yeah. So, alright, so Relentless Assault. I am going to have to take a break, guys, because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I haven't eaten anything, so I'm starving. But let's look at the talent trees here real quick. So the Relentless Assault gives you a chance to proc these other abilities. So you have these skills on the Guardian that only are available after, like, it requires a parry response. So I guess that means either the enemy parried. I don't know if that means the enemy parried or if you parried. It says retaliation after parrying an attack. Okay. So these abilities are only available after you parry an attack. This ability here is only available. This one here also is only available. This one here is attack with both weapons and shield. This is only available after you block an attack, I think. So putting talent points into this one increases your chance that this ability here, this sting ability, which is your primary attacking ability that you use a lot. Think of it as like a Paladin's Judgment ability almost, because it's usable fairly often. These talent points give this sting a greater chance to elicit a block and parry response. So I don't think block and parry response is really... I don't really think that means that you're blocking and parrying. It's kind of weird how they word it. So... because this says plus 10% chance for Sting to provide a block and parry response. So I've got 2 points into it right now. So you get 5% per point. So if at 5 points, we'd have 25%. So the nice thing about this is every time I use Sting, I get a chance to proc this I get a chance to proc these other abilities to allow them to be used. The retaliation ability and the whirling retaliation ability. And I think the whirling retaliation ability might hit multiple people. See, it says enemies in a circle. So that's really good for AoE, this whirling retaliation. So, and we also have another ability too that does AoE, which is this one, the sweeping cut. So we have two abilities here that hit people around me. So I think the Guardian can, you can do a little bit of decent AoE damage. So we're definitely going to put a talent point into this one, Relentless Assault. In fact, we might just max this out. Now the next one here is the Tireless Defender. This your Guardian Ward skill will reduce skill power cost while active. I don't even know what Guardian skill, what that is, to be honest. Guardian's Ward, I don't know what Guardian's Ward is. Like, I don't know if that's some ability I have. Because I don't really see it. Yeah, let's... If we go to skill here, we got, unless it's a passive ability, maybe? Use your weapon proficiencies. Passive skills. Instrument proficiencies. Combat characteristics. Bolster. Blocked attack against you may trigger bonus effects from your trait trees. Base passive skills. Okay. And then here's my armor. So none of these really matter for what we're looking for. So shield swipe. Common skills, let fly. You attack with your ranged weapon. Okay, well I guess. Okay. I guess I can use a ranged weapon. I don't think I have a ranged weapon. Current home location is Solandum. Okay, so we've got like a Hearthstone here that takes us to Solandon. Yeah, so I don't know. We get there's racial traits you get too, I guess. That based on your race, you start to learn other stuff. I don't know when these are available, so. Yeah, so I don't know what this Guardian it says not earned, so. Your Guardian's Ward skill will reduce. So I'm not going to put talent points in this yet because I don't know what Guardian's Ward skill is. I don't think I have it. And Guardian's Ward tactics. Unless when I put a point into this, it gives me... Let's put 1 point in here. Now, see, it says Guardian not earned. Okay, oh, we can take points. Oh, so look, you can actually, like... It looks like you can take points out. Okay. Okay, we're just going to finish that out. In the next tree, we have this one, which is Guardian's Play. Strengthens defense briefly. And then we have this one. I don't understand this. Why? Guardian's Defense. Set bonus. Not earned. This trait enhances your armor. I'm a little confused about this. I don't understand what this Guardian is. What is this? That's the return home. Oh, here's the range, let fly. Okay, so options. And that was what? A plus minus? A plus this one. And then there's also a auto yeah, toggle auto attack. How about we do... I got an idea. Let's do control. Let's clear these out. We're going to do control E. This one's... Alright, cool. Yeah, so I don't get this thing here where it's saying your Guardian Ward skill will reduce your skill power costs while active. But how do I get Guardian's Ward? I don't have Guardian's Ward. I don't understand that. I wish somebody was online here who plays this game. I wish somebody in the stream knew how to... Does anybody in the stream know what this means? Because I don't understand this. Guardian, let's go... Lord of the Rings Online Guardian's Ward skill. The Guardian's great skill enables him to strengthen his defense for a short time protection. When wielding a shield, the Guardian may protect one of his allies. Yeah, I don't understand what it means here. Guardian's Ward. The Guardian's... Like shield, these are different. I'm assuming these are different abilities. Guardian's Ward. The Guardian's great skill enables him to strengthen his defense for a short time. But I don't have that skill. And the reason I want to figure this out is because it's not a we looked, it's not a passive. It's because these talent points affect that, but we don't have Guardians. So see, it says that if we put a talent point in this, it says your Guardian's Ward will reduce skill power cost by 10% while active, but I don't... How can I use that when I don't even have... Skills earned Guardian's Pledge. Strengthens defense briefly. Let's click apply on this and see what happens. Okay, so we did learn this ability. Guardian's Pledge. Plus 20, man, this is like crazy good stuff. 3-minute cooldown, 15-second duration. This is like big time defensive buff, right? So it's here. Okay. There. Now that, here's the cooldown. Oh wait, no, that's the duration. This is showing the duration of the ability. It also shows here Guardian's Pledge, and then the cooldown. So this doesn't show the cooldown though. It shows the duration of the effect. I thought this showed the cooldowns, but it doesn't. But it is showing this cooldown. See that? It's showing this buff I have on me that lasts another 3 hours. It's actually showing it, but it doesn't show the Guardian's Pledge cooldown on here, which is kind of what I'd hoped this would show. So that's a little bit disappointing. Okay. Okay, so maybe Tireless Defender, Guardian Ward Tactics. Guardian's Defense. Guardian's Defense. Your Guardian's Ward skill. How do I get Guardian's Ward skill? How? Guardian's Ward skill in Lord of the Rings Online. Guardian's Ward. Using this skill causes Guardians... Oh, it's that skill. It's this one. Alright, I do have that. It's this one right here. Shit. How come I didn't see that in... You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I already had it. It's right here. When I saw strong offense, I glossed past it because I assumed Guardian's War would be defense. So when I saw strong offense in this category, I just skipped right over that section. Okay, so we already have it. So this is going to reduce skill power cost. Okay, so we definitely want this. Let's grab that. Because we use Guardian's Ward. We use this ability like all the time. Okay, this map, I kind of almost might want to go back to the regular map, but I don't know how to do it. Like when I installed the skin pack for J.R.R. Tolkien skin pack or whatever it's called, it actually makes the map smaller. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of wish it was the full-size map. I mean, there's benefits to the map being small because you can have it up while you're moving, but I guess the benefits outweigh the disadvantages. Ooh, what's this?
What do you need?
We can rent a mount. What's this? These are different types of mounts you can rent, I think. Or maybe you can purchase them. The Shire, Michael Delving Swift Travel. Purchase a travel bypass with mithril coins. Oh, you can actually, maybe these are like quick travel. Like I could quick travel to the Shire, maybe? I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what that is either. There's too much stuff in this game, I don't know what it is.
Three-eyed Melon.
Here's another mount we can buy with mithril coins. I don't have any mithril coins, and I don't know how to get mithril coins either.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
My brothers and I have set to ourselves a task. Defeat foul creatures. Yeah, sure. I like defeating foul creatures. So these are areas we need to go to. How do you zoom in the map? Like, can you zoom in the map? Yeah, I would like to get a map add-on that's more like World of Warcraft map add-on, you know, where we can like move the map around and zoom in and out, that kind of stuff. We'll have to look for one of those on the plugin store. Let's take a look. Okay, let's go add new plugins. Let's look for map. Okay, we have some different maps here. Maps, coordinates, creep play. What is this one? This is a very basic no frills window for activating your creep maps. This plugin makes finding and sharing. No. It's now the basis for a new Google map of Middle Earth. You can view all of the terrain or terrain map without undeveloped areas. It sounds interesting. Terrain map. Might want to look into that one later. All right.
How can I be of service?
Master. So we're not seeing their names. What's the... There we go. Yeah, you got to remember that remember that if the N key like hides the names of characters, so if you accidentally hit N, like I must have done, I was hiding all the names of people, so that's why no names are showing up. Here's the Master Crafter. So I guess I can't talk to this dude. I thought this is the guy that trains you crafting stuff, but maybe it's this guy. Okay, this guy. We want to learn the metal. I think the metalsmith.
Swilad Melon.
I think it's metalsmith. I think that's the one that allows us to make plate armor. Let's go Lord of the Rings Professions Guide. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot. Metalsmith. As a metal worker, you can craft shields, heavy armor, high quality tools. Most armor can be made from sufficiently large quantity of metal ingots. And then prospectors gather and refine metal. So you need metalsmith and prospector. So we want to be a metalsmith.
Megovanen.
You have acquired inferior smithing hammer here. And how do we view our here? Here we go. Crafting. We are a apprentice metalsmith. Oh, open the store. You can actually buy recipes in the store. And here we go. So we got shields. These are the things we can make. And here's the ingredients. Bronze ingots. And then I saw an add-on on the store that supposedly increases the size of the crafting window. So I'm gonna try to set that up at some point. It's supposed to make the window bigger. Here, if we look for crafting, there's a companion. This plugin is designed to help players with daily crafting tasks. Then there's this one, tool to track crafting materials across multiple characters. That's pretty cool. And then craft timer is something else. Okay. Very cool. And we're going to also need to learn the prospector.
Swilad Melon.
Now we've got our mining pick, very similar to
How can I be of service?
World of Warcraft. And if we sort this by common and below, a lot of times you'll find the stuff that you want to sell. So that's a quick way to filter for stuff that you might want to sell to the vendor. So it's kind of useful. Supplier.
Is there aught which you need?
Repair all. Okay, so we gotta repair our gear in this game too. It looks like there are many things a fellowship could accomplish. Maybe this is like a
May
guild.
I help you?
Is this a guild person? A charter that is used to create a kinship. The type of kinship determines the origin of the titles given to the members. Okay, so it's different. We could do like an elf charter. There's so much about this game I don't know. Okay, we are. Okay, I think there's a quest over here in this little field we need to do. We need to kill these pests. Okay, so what is this? We've got track. Oh, we can track mines. Okay. For now, we'll just, I don't know, we'll just turn track mines on, I guess. You need a valid target. That is a valid target. Oh. Okay. Okay. See the light wound. Very beautiful, terrain, I think. Pretty awesome. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to take a break, guys. I need to get something to eat and go to the bathroom, walk the dog, and hang out with the wife and all that. But I'll come back and we'll play some more Lord of the Rings in a bit. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. And yeah, I mean, there's so much to learn in this game. I would like to set up some more of the plugins to increase the size of some of those crafting windows and stuff, because there are add-ons that supposedly do that, which I think would be really nice. Like, you know, to create, because these windows are so tiny. I mean, they're pretty small. Obviously, this game is really old, so the resolution the game was probably meant for is a lot, you know, it was a lot smaller than the resolution we're playing this game at now. So, but anyways, thanks again for the donations, everybody who donated. I really appreciate it. You're paying for my lunch today, so thank you. And I hope you guys are having a good one, and I will catch you next time, man. Peace out. Peace out.